please welcome, and the floor is yours.
Something like 1.4 billion was received. Despite much better rains in 2012 coming into 2013, despite better harvest projections for many countries in the region, we have multiple crises once again this year. Mali, you're following very closely, it's very well acknowledged, is reeling from a double crisis. The man-made crisis, the conflict that is waging there, that has displaced more people, created more refugees. But also, of course, Mali itself reeling from the aftermath of last year's drought and dealing with very high food insecurity problems as well. I think the problems of the region are much larger than Mali. Mali's having a tremendous spillover effect, needless to say. But even without Mali and its own problems, a country like Chad, with its refugee caseload, with its own food insecurity and nutrition crisis, is requiring a huge amount of support. We have a $1.7 billion appeal for the region as a whole, with only 36% funding. A large caseload of food insecure people, a large caseload of malnourished children, and the threat in the coming months of flooding and other crises in the region were touched by this humanitarian assistance. And as crises become more frequent, we're seeing families in the Sahel adapt these very negative coping mechanisms. Negative coping mechanisms in the sense that they make decisions that have irreversible consequences and again, make them more likely to have to require humanitarian assistance next year. Taking their daughters out of school, maybe eating that livestock which was supposed to be saved for reproductive purposes, say, or eating the seeds that they were saving for another day, or taking on debts that are too difficult to carry. We're seeing an extraordinarily vulnerable group of people in the millions who are sinking further and further below a minimum line. In terms of lost income, livelihoods, and
thank you.
See you again.
See you again. Thank you.